Hi, in this session we're going to take a look at how to produce reports and analyses from Financial Driver. Now one of the options we provide is to report via Excel. To do this, we select the Manage OLAP, which is underneath the Reports menu. This gives me the option to process report data, and this ensures that any changes to structures will be included in the file. Once done, I can then select the Create Offline Cube. This prepares a special database file which I can then download and place it where it can be accessed by the users. I'm now swapping to Excel. To begin with, I'm going to open up an existing report that is connected to a different cube from another application. This is showing me the total budget for 2011. I can change this by drilling down on the organisation structure held within the cube. And as I select another department, the data changes along with any charts. I can also select a different year. So let's take a look at 2012. Now I want to stress here that the data is not being held in Excel. Excel is being used just to view the data in the database via a function to which Excel is adding extra information, such as formatting and charts. In this way, one report can be made to serve many users. So let's see how this was created. I'm going to start off with a new sheet. Now, the first thing I need to do is to make a connection with the downloaded cube file. And I do this by selecting Excel's Get Data menu and using the Microsoft Query option. With this, I can select the cube file, which then brings me up a pivot table that I can use to select data. I select that I want to see values, then the accounts, which are displayed now as rows. Next, the optional dimension, which I'm setting as a filter, followed by entity or department. Again, I want these to be a filter. Next is time, which the system has set as being the columns. Version, again I'm going to make this a filter. And lastly year, which is also to be a filter. Now I could have set these up differently. I have complete flexibility as to what makes up the rows and the columns. I can open up these selections, for example to open up the schedules to display the individual counts. I can also open up time into quarters and months and so on. I can now start to use the filters, for example to display data for a particular department, or for a version such as just the budget, and also for a particular year. And the data dynamically changes to what is held in the database. Having done this, I can now get Excel to convert this report into those cube functions that we saw earlier. This will then allow me to fix the report and enhance it with formats and charts. I can now start to clean up the report by deleting or hiding those rows and columns I don't want to see. I can add new calculations, such as expressing facility costs as a percentage of total departmental expenses. I can format the data and make use of Excel's extensive formatting capabilities. And I can insert charts to add value to the data being displayed. The result is a report that will now work like the one I showed you at the beginning, but that will use the latest data as it becomes available.